Hello there and good evening. I want us to get something from the Bible, at least to have something before we retire to bed. And today I want us to speak about coming out of Sodom. You see, Jesus Christ once spoke about, as it was in the days of Lot, so shall it be. And therefore, that shows that there's a close connection between what happened during the times of destruction of Sodom and what will happen when this world will be destroyed. And therefore, we need to study carefully events that led to the destruction of Sodom and what happened even during the destruction of Sodom, so that we may also know what actually will happen during this end of days, because we are told that this world will fall, and it will fall with all its beauty. Before then, let me give you a background of Sodom, what actually Sodom looked like. When you read the book of Ezekiel, I think it is chapter 16, then you will realize that Sodom was actually beautiful. Sodom was beautiful, and it is even compared to the garden of the Lord. And as beautiful as Sodom was, still it was destroyed. You see, Lot did not choose Sodom in vain. He did not just choose Sodom, because Sodom he was given an opportunity by Abraham to choose, and he chose Sodom, and there's a reason why. So the Bible clearly tells us that Sodom was as beautiful as the garden of the Lord. And even the news of its destruction did not seem even possible on the eyes of the hearers. Just as this world is today, when we look at this world, the world is so beautiful. It is so beautiful with technology. It is so beautiful with the learned in the society. Of course, the book of Ecclesiastes tells us that there's nothing new under the sun. But my attention was drawn to this verse in the book of Genesis, chapter number 19. And when you read verse 19, now listen to what the Bible says. It says, "Indeed, now your servant has found favor in your sight, and you have increased your mercy, which you have shown me by saving my life." By saving my life. So salvation is there, but I cannot escape to the mountains, lest some evil overtake me and I die. You see, Sodom was a city. In fact, the one that I wanted to read, is called in verse 12. Then the men said to Lot, "Have you anyone else here, son-in-law, your sons, your daughters, or whomever you have in the city? Take them out of this place." So this is a call by an angel. So this is an angel's message. It sounds like the third angel's message, that whoever drinks of the cup of the wrath, or whoever partakes of her sin, shall drink of the cup of wrath of God that has not been mingled with fire. So it sounds more of like the third angels in the book of the third angel's message in the book of Revelation, chapter number 14, verse 9. So we will destroy this place. And it says, now, so in verse 13, "For we will destroy this place because the outcry against them has grown great before the face of the Lord, and the Lord has sent us to destroy it." In verse 14, "So Lot went out and spoke to his sons-in-law, who had married his daughters, and said, 'Get up out of this place, for the Lord will destroy this city.' But to his sons," now that is where I wanted, "but to his sons-in-law he seemed to be joking." And you see, friends, even here in TikTok, while we preach some of these messages, many people think we are joking. Now, if you tell somebody now that the world will be destroyed, many people think we are joking. I even heard some people during some times when we were having conversation with a friend of mine. I was telling a friend of mine that this world will be destroyed, and he told me that God promised that He would not destroy this world with water again. So when somebody dies, so this was a perception. He perceived that when somebody dies, his world has ended. And you see, this is a deception of Satan, because the Bible records that even the dead will resurrect and they will be judged according to what they've done. But that is not the judgment I'm talking about. I'm talking about destruction of this world. It is going to be destroyed at the second coming of Jesus. This world and the lovers of this world, the lovers of this world's pleasure, will be destroyed. And therefore, this is a rallying call. I'm calling everyone who is listening that let us come out of this, let us come out of this, the systems of this world. Let us come out of the systems of this world. We've been here, we enjoy what we do in this world, but the Bible says that whoever loves the world and all that are in them, the love of the Father is not in him. For those things which are in the world, the desires of the flesh, the desires of the eyes, and the pride of life does not come from the Father, but of this world. So this world will be destroyed. In fact, when you read the book of Revelation, chapter 14, verse 8, it says, Babylon is fallen. That great city. You see, Sodom was a city. Babylon is also referred to as a city. Though in the book of Revelation, it is symbolic. So, dear friends, that is my message tonight. And may God bless you as you make a decision to follow Jesus, because he is the only one who is going to save you. As Jesus sent his angels to rescue Lot from Sodom, I believe through this message that we are preaching, the Lord is calling you out of that danger so that you may go. Remember, Lot was told to go to the mountains, but he gave an opinion. His opinion would later haunt him later. But Jesus Christ also gave us that when you see the destruction of Jerusalem was approaching, and he told his disciples that when you see, he gave them some signs of its destruction, and he told them that when you see the abomination of desolation standing in the holy place, then whoever is even in the rooftop should not go into his house to get some things from his house. Then the running was to focus on the mountains. So I lift up my eyes. Where does my help come from? I look at the mountains, and I found my help in the mountains. So I want to believe that in the next studies, we will go deep and find out what actually it means to flee in the mountains. So may God bless you, friends. And in our next studies, I'll come with now how to study, how to get to know what the mark of the beast is, the misconceptions about the mark of the beast, and what actually the Bible says about the mark of the beast. May God bless you. Until next time.